Now, if you want to address corruption in the African continent, or if you want to help with the issues of disunity and poor collaboration in African diaspora communities, you got to ask the right questions. Let's just look at some of these things. How do you best address corruption in Africa? How do you fight ignorance in Africa? How do you empower African masses to resist political mediocrity and incompetence? How do you get the diaspora communities to work together and unite forces to build economic power? I hear a lot about empowerment within African diaspora communities. It's about giving people a sense of, I suppose, liberty and autonomy and confidence in themselves, which is all good. But economic empowerment is very important for me. And I know that whatever level of progress we need in our communities, well, economic empowerment should be at the top level. How do you get the diaspora to effectively work with African governments and the private sector so that we can, I suppose, transfer the skills, the resources and the connections and any other assets that we have to help improve our countries without necessarily having to return to the continent of Africa. And then again, how do you change the toxic political dynamics in many African countries? These are very, very difficult things to change. Now, all these things, all these questions, in my view, require mind reprogramming. We need to find ways of shifting the way we think about things, the way we do things, the way we build relationships, the way we manage our relationships, the way we create platforms and resources, and the way we leverage on every asset that we have to bring about change. African mindset has been affected by traditional belief systems, by colonial mentality, and by globalization. We need to unpack these things and be able to, I suppose, refine these, the best elements of these three tenets and repackage them in the best way possible so that we have a new mindset that will allow us to make more progress faster and be able to help our countries better. We need to look at how what's happening in the mindset, in the minds of many of African leaders and even just the normal population in the continent, how much of that is affected by traditional belief systems, how much of that is affected by colonial mentality, how much of that is affected by globalization effects, and all that sort of thing. In the next few videos, because this video is part of a series, if you watch the next video, I'll start looking into some of these things in more details and offering some insight with regards to how we can initiate the change of paradigm within African communities in the diaspora as well as in the continent to bring about better societies. Thank you very much.